couple of weeks ago, Naomi and I had the chance to take a fast raft down the Na Pali Coast, and I got to say it was one of the best experiences of my life. It was absolutely epic. But how was it for photography? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. First, we have to consider who the fast raft is for. And I got to say it's for the young and fit or the bold and adventurous. Now, I'm not that young and I'm not that fit, so that puts me in the bold and adventurous camp. Am I bold? Maybe, but I do consider myself pretty adventurous, so I figured it was for Naomi and I. And after the 6-hour tour down the Na Pali Coast with a stop at Nu'ololokai, I gotta say I was sore for the next 2 weeks afterwards. My back, my right leg, and my right Achilles. We also have to consider who it's not for. And if you're pregnant, it ain't for you. They won't allow you to go. If you have neck issues and back issues, neck surgery or back surgery, it's not for you. And trust me, it is a rough ride. Think about a roller coaster on the ocean. That's the fast raft down the Na Pali Coast. And we had near ideal, perfect conditions. As far as photography is concerned, I made some mistakes. The first mistake I made was I simply took too much gear. And that also meant I took too large of a bag. When we first saw the boat, the first thing I thought was, wow, it's small. And we were full, 14 passengers, 1 captain and an assistant captain who is acting as our interpretive guide. Everyone was cool, we all had a great time, a lot of fun, but it was really difficult to get to the equipment. And then to change lenses, that ain't happening on this fast raft. I took the GFX 102 with the 55 attached, and I brought the 250 just in case we saw some wildlife. And then I took the Leica Q2. What I found was it was really difficult to get to the equipment when I needed it. Also, the boat, very small, and we're out there on the open ocean. It was always rocking back and forth, which made it nearly impossible to take pictures. Certainly, you can't take pictures while the motor's running, really. So you really have to stop and wait. Hopefully the boat will settle down a bit and then take a few pictures. But it was really difficult to access the gear in a timely manner. And as far as wildlife, that 250, ain't no way. That boat was not stable enough to photograph with a telephoto lens. We did see some dolphin, and I got some recording of it that you'll see here in the video, but that was with the action cam. So the mistakes I made: too much gear, too heavy a bag, too large of a bag. You really couldn't access it. So that's going to bring us to the point about fast raft, a lot of fun, but it's not for photography in my estimation. If you do want to make it for photography, what I would recommend is taking a wide range zoom lens, something in the 16 to 35, 24 to 70, 24 to 105, or the 2870. The other mistake I made, every lens I took was the prime, and it just didn't offer the flexibility that I really needed and that I would have liked to have. The other thing to consider, whatever camera you take, you're going to want to be okay with it, be comfortable putting it in a dry bag and either carrying it over your head when you swim to the beach at Nu'ololokai, or be comfortable having it in your dry bag and wear it as you swim to Nu'ololokai, because when you come to dock at Nu'ololokai, you're going to have to either wade through the water, or if the tide's up, you're going to have to swim through the water. We swam and I was holding my dry bag over my head like this, and yeah, I mean, the dry bag was cool, but I had a lot of gear in there that it could have been a very bad day. So experience, top notch, epic. For photography, probably not the best choice. Which brings us to the question, what should you do if you want to do photography? Well, if you want to explore the caves, which is the highlight of the Fast Raft, I would say look for one of those smaller boats that goes at a slower speed. You may not get as far down the coastline, but you will have a little more stability and a little more opportunity to take those pictures. The other option, of course, is the large catamarans that go out. I would recommend the sunset cruise of the catamaran. Those are massive boats, very stable, and they do come off the coastline a bit more. So that wide angle zoom, again, is going to be your friend, but you'll have opportunities to take different shots. Again, it's really, really difficult taking pictures on the Fast Raft. Definitely go down the Na Pali Coast. It's absolutely breathtaking, stunning scenery, and a lot of fun. It will give you great memories for your trip to Kauai. Consider the catamaran for photography, the Fast Raft if you want the roller coaster on the ocean, and an epic experience. Be prepared to be sore if you're not young and fit though, okay? Keep that in mind. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the video and the scenery down the Na Pali Coast. I took a couple of photos that I like that I shared in here. It's got the border around it. One is from Kalalau, which I've camped at 3 times. I've backpacked to Kalalau on 3 different occasions. Naomi and I did it twice. And then I did it once by myself, which was terrifying. And then we have a photo of the sea cave that I like and thought was pretty cool. So I hope you enjoy that and hope you enjoyed the video. Come to Kauai and do the Fast Raft, do the catamaran, do Na Pali Coast snorkel cruise, get out on the Na Pali Coast. It's epic. And if you've done it, let me know in the comments. I want to hear your experience. And if you've done the Fast Raft, I want to know, were you sore? Did you get some nice photos? And did you explore the sea caves, or was it too windy, or the waves were too large? And then lastly, what is the best way that you've seen the Na Pali Coast? I got to think is by helicopter, which I've never done, so maybe I should do. All right, have a wonderful week and look forward to seeing you out here on Kauai. Have a blast with your photography, be adventurous, and if you're young and fit, stay young and fit, man. Don't get old like me, okay? Take care. Aloha. Keanu, could you stop here for a second and take a picture? Yeah, thank you. You have one rope on the floor and you put your foot underneath that, and I think that's why my right side of my body was sore, my right leg, and especially my Achilles tendon on my right leg. And then you hold on to a rope behind you on the raft. So it's really difficult to turn your body while you're on the Fast Raft, especially if you have a sore back. If you have a sore back, you probably shouldn't go, but it is a little difficult to see all the scenery around you. If you're going and you're doing a video, which I think the Fast Raft is ideal for video, take your action cam and grab one of those front seats on either the left or the right. Front seat, the front edge of the raft on the left or the right, and then that will give you maybe the best opportunity for unobstructed video. Take the selfie stick as well, and just have a blast, because it is a lot of fun. It was absolutely one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, and Naomi agrees with me. Right when we got off the boat at the small boat harbor on the west side, and we get in the car and we're talking about the trip, we both agreed it was absolutely fantastic. Now, what are you going to want to take on the Fast Raft? One, I'm going to say sunglasses. Two, a hat with a strap of some kind, because it is fast and the hats go flying, all right? The other thing that you're going to want to take is your action cam. I really think that the Fast Raft is for the experience and not so much the photography. So take that action cam, your Action Osmo or whatever, or your GoPro Insta360. Take something that's waterproof and take it in the ocean when you jump for those swim breaks, or when you're snorkeling at Na Pali Coast. You're going to want to take your reef safe sunscreen. It's going to be your mineral-based sunscreen. You may not be able to find it at your Walmarts, okay? You might have to go to some of the local surf shops. Reef safe sunscreen. Other thing that I recommend is some motion sickness tablets. I took this Dramamine. Take it maybe an hour before your departure, and then take this with you. Have that second dose while you're at Na Pali Coast, and of course your water. It's very, very warm out there, so maybe put some Noon in there, something with some electrolytes. So in summary, the Fast Raft was absolutely epic. Highly recommended. For the experience, it was fantastic. Absolutely one of the best experiences in my life. When you come to Kauai, please do the Na Pali Coast, either by helicopter, Fast Raft, or one of the big catamarans, snorkeling cruise, or sunset cruise. You'll have a blast. The scenery is absolutely epic. Nothing else like it in the world, okay? All right, that's all for now. Be good. Aloha.